me. Move. Push. Welcome back. Things look a little different here since the last time you saw me. We have demoed our design studio showroom. We have made this huge open space, and if you remember, last time you were here, there was a huge wall right here that I spray painted a big black X and wrote ODL on it so that our contractor would know that that was the wall that I wanted to come down. So now the space is big and open, and this is where our design team will work. We will scheme here. We will probably have some Bachelor and Real Housewives talk. We'll have our internal meetings right in the center of this space. There's a big rustic dining table going here so that we'll be able to meet. And we'll just be able to be together in this beautiful light so that we can see all of our materials perfectly. It's a really unique opportunity as a design firm to get to design our own studio showroom. It's not just an office, it's a place where we'll welcome clients and customers, and we will be able to help them design either projects with us from a full service capacity or their own renovations so that they can take our sourcing list of materials and do what they want with it. So when it comes to designing for ourselves, it is so much harder than it looks. We've had so many conversations together as a team trying to figure out what we want, what we don't want, what will we get sick of. Having access to the most beautiful materials and resources in the design community is both a blessing and a curse.
Yep.
When we designed the scheme for our studio, we wanted it to feel as organic desert living as it possibly could. So we have cool tones, we have warm tones, there's rusticity, so much white, it's soft. These crisp white walls are actually just primer. They're not even painted yet. So when we wanted to find a flooring material to complement, it needed to be very balanced and subtle, but durable, rustic, all of the things that you look for flooring in your home. Typically, we would start with flooring because it's going to eat up the most of your budget. It's usually the biggest purchase in addition to cabinets or appliances or countertops that you're going to make. So we selected this one. It is truly one of my favorites. I'm quite sure you'll see it in projects soon because it has such a balanced color tone. It's going to allow us to pair just about anything with it, and it's going to look both very modern and very rustic at the same time, which is what we really look for in a floor. I'm not going to show you guys the bathrooms right now because they are really ugly. Believe it or not, I think they actually got uglier after demo than they were before, which is really hard to believe, but we've selected some of the materials that we know are going to go in the bathrooms. And when you look at this, you might think it looks really gray and white and there's not really much to it. You just wait. We are selecting these materials because they're really natural, they have a matte finish, they feel subtle, but they have a really, really beautiful line to them. So we'll be able to pair that with our favorite plumbing trim. We've got this beautiful Travertine sink. I said it, you guys, Travertine. It's coming back. Can you believe it? It will be gorgeous, and we're really excited to show you some new uses and materials and new applications that maybe you haven't seen before right here in our studio. In here, we made an intentional flooring change. And we talk a lot with our clients when they really want to see range in materials, when to change up materials and when not to. Typically the rule, for us at least, is we really don't like to over-design. So we want to pull back. The rest of the space is all going to be that beautiful wood flooring that I showed you. And then in here specifically, we're going to go to a wood herringbone. The colors and tones complement each other, but the size of the material is totally different and will be laid totally different. So it's going to give this a very different feel. My office is going to be a little Parisian, obviously organic desert living, and I like to keep it really tranquil and calm because this is where I need to think. I need to critically think. And for me personally, I need it to feel subtle. We recently said goodbye to our Gilbert space, which is one of the first offices that I was in, and it meant so much to me. But it was so small and it had no windows, absolutely no natural light. So really, it was like this big. So when we bought this space and I had the opportunity to really think about what I was going to do in an office, all for myself, with a door and natural light, it took a long time to figure out what it would be like in here. So I've got a desk, obviously, where I'll work on my computer. This is going to be a really interesting lighting moment, like kind of like a spider that's going to come out of the wall, which I think will definitely be conversational for people who have never seen it before. We're going to have a meeting table over here where I'll be able to have intimate meetings with our team or clients. There's also going to be a sofa right there, so if I happen to have a moment for a nap, never gonna happen. But I wanted a beautiful sofa. It's gonna be in boucle, creamy. All of it's gonna come together beautifully. And I really think it'll be a pinch me moment when it's done. And I'm in here enjoying everything that we've done. Let's go get a cup of coffee. The last time you guys were here with me, there was a wall right here. And this wall with the door cut out wasn't even here. This space is going to be our kitchen, and then behind that wall with the cutout is actually where all of our big, heavy, bulky samples will go. I think I'm just as excited about that space as I am about everything else. We've designed this area of the office to kind of be the heart, just like it would be in your kitchen or your great room at home. So we've got a lot of things happening here. There's a client restroom, and then there's also 2 kitchen areas. This kitchen is the pretty kitchen. This is the kitchen with the big, beautiful refrigerator freezer moment, gorgeous cabinetry, a built-in coffee maker that we are so excited about. And I know I've told you that. I'm just gonna keep telling you because we can't wait to make our espresso right here in our own office. But it's gonna be gorgeous, and it will stay that way because we also have a dirty kitchen. The dirty kitchen is the kitchen that we will all use. And I know that sounds like such a funny term, but truly, in these big ass houses that we design, you guys, there's a kitchen in the front that always stays pristine and gorgeous, and then there's a kitchen right behind it, and it's called the dirty kitchen. And the dirty kitchen is where the family actually prepares their meals and uses the kitchen, so that the front kitchen doesn't ever get yucky and always looks like it did the day we designed it. Thanks for hanging out with me on episode 2 at the THELIFESTYLEDCO's new studio showroom. Like, subscribe, and talk to us in the comments. We always respond. We want to hear what you guys have to say. We want to answer questions for you. Should be fun and interactive. I want to get to know more about you and figure out how we can connect more here on YouTube. Next time, episode 3, this door will be installed. And it's going to let so much more light in here. Light is kind of the theme. We're really into it. But we'll also have our tile done, hopefully most of the lighting in, and it's gonna be the last look you're gonna get at our space before we install it and we actually start working here. See you soon.